Jennifer Joanna Aniston, born February 11, 1969, is a businesswoman, producer, and actress from the United States. She began her career as an actress at a young age, playing an uncredited role in the 1988 film Mac and Me, and her first notable film part came in the 1993 horror comedy Leprechaun. Aniston has risen to become one of the world's highest-paid actresses since her breakthrough in the 1990s. Aniston's starring films have grossed over $1.6 billion worldwide, with 12 of them earning at least $100 million at the box office. Aniston gained to international prominence as Rachel Green on the television comedy Friends, 1994 to 2004, for which she received Primetime Emmy, Golden Globe, and Screen Actors Guild nominations. Her character grew in popularity and is widely regarded as one of the best female characters in television history. Aniston has since starred in a number of dramas, comedies, and romantic comedies. Bruce Almighty, 2003, The Breakup, 2006, Marley and Me, 2008, Just Go With It, 2011, Horrible Bosses, 2011, and We're the Millers, 2013, were her biggest movie office triumphs, grossing over $200 million worldwide. Her most well-known film performances include Office Space, 1999, The Good Girl, 2002, Friends with Money, 2006, Cake, 2014, and Dumplin', 2018. In 2019, she returned to television, creating and acting in the Apple TV Plus drama series The Morning Show, for which she received another Screen Actors Guild Award. Aniston has been named one of the world's most beautiful women by a number of magazines. Her estimated net worth is $300 million. She has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and is the co-founder of the production business Echo Films, which was founded in 2008. Aniston has been married twice, first to actor Brad Pitt for 5 years, and then to actor Justin Theroux, whom she married in 2015 and divorced in 2017. Early life. Jennifer Joanna Aniston was born in the Los Angeles district of Sherman Oaks on February 11, 1969, to Greek-born actor John Aniston and actress Nancy Dow. Louis Grieco, one of her maternal great-grandfathers, was from Italy. Her mother's ancestors also include English, Irish, Scottish, and a trace of Greek. Her father's ancestors originated on the Greek island of Crete. John Mellick, Aniston's older maternal half-brother, and Alex Aniston, her younger paternal half-brother, are her two half-brothers. Aniston's godfather was actor Telly Savalas, a close friend of her father's. She moved to New York City as a child. Despite her father's television job, she was discouraged from viewing television. However, she discovered ways to circumvent the ban. She started attending a Waldorf school when she was 6 years old. When she was 9 years old, her parents divorced. After discovering acting at the Waldorf school at the age of 11, Aniston enrolled at Manhattan's Fiorello H. LaGuardia High School of Music, Art, and Performing Arts, where she joined the school's theater society. Her drama teacher was Anthony Aberson. She appeared in Lorraine Hansberry's The Sign in Sidney Brustein's Window and Anton Chekhov's Three Sisters. Career 1988 to 1993, beginnings. Aniston began her career in off-Broadway shows such as For Dear Life and Dancing on Checkers' Grave, while also working as a telemarketer, waitress, and bike courier. She played an uncredited minor appearance in the critically panned sci-fi adventure film Mac and Me in 1988. The next year, she appeared on The Howard Stern Show as a Nutrisystem spokesmodel and relocated back to Los Angeles. In 1990, she landed her first regular television role on Malloy, and in Ferris Bueller, a television adaptation of the 1986 film Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Both programs were swiftly cancelled. In the made-for-television film Camp Cucamonga, 1990, she played a spoilt daughter who is pursued by a vengeful leprechaun, and in the horror film Leprechaun, she played a pampered daughter who is pursued by a vengeful leprechaun, 1993. In a 2014 retrospective, Entertainment Weekly named Leprechaun her worst part, and Aniston herself has expressed regret about it. Aniston has starred in 2 more failed television comedy series, The Edge and Muddling Through, and appeared as a guest star in Quantum Leap, Herman's Head, and Burke's Law. 1994 to 2004, Friends and worldwide recognition. Aniston met Warren Littlefield at a Los Angeles gas station for consolation after being depressed over her 4 failed television shows. The head of NBC Entertainment urged her to keep acting and, a few months later, helped cast her in Friends, a sitcom planned to appear on NBC's fall lineup in 1994-1995. The producer wanted Aniston to audition for the role of Monica Geller, but Courtney Cox was thought more appropriate. As a result, Aniston was cast as Rachel Green. She was also offered a job as a featured player on Saturday Night Live, but she chose Friends instead. She portrayed Rachel until the show's cancellation in 2004. Aniston at the Toronto International Film Festival in 2008. The show was a huge success, and Aniston and her co-stars achieved worldwide notoriety among television viewers. Her character became a fan favorite and is now acknowledged as one of the best female characters in American television history. Aniston was nominated for 5 Primetime Emmy Awards, 2 for Supporting Actress, 3 for Lead Actress, and she won 1 for Lead Actress. She was also nominated for 2 Golden Globe Awards, winning Best Actress, Television Series Musical or Comedy in 2003. With her $1 million per episode pay for the final season of Friends, Aniston, together with her female co-stars, became the highest-paid television actress of all time, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. Her character's relationship with Ross Geller, played by David Schwimmer on the show, was highly popular with viewers, and the couple was routinely named as television's favorite couple in polls and magazines. Aniston returned to cinematic employment in 1996, after a 4-year absence, as part of the ensemble cast in the romantic comedy She's the One. Picture Perfect, 1997, was Aniston's debut leading role, in which she played a struggling young advertising executive opposite Kevin Bacon and Jay Moore. While the picture got mixed reviews, it was a moderate commercial success, and Aniston's performance was more well received, with several critics claiming that she has screen presence. She starred in the romantic comedy The Object of My Affection in 1998 as a woman who falls for a gay man, played by Paul Rudd, and the following year as a restaurant waiter in the cult film Office Space. Aniston co-starred in the 2001 dramedy Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg and Dominic West. She played an unglamorous cashier who cheats on her spouse in the independent dramedy The Good Girl, 2002. In limited distribution, the picture was a commercial success, grossing more than $14 million in North America. Formalized paraphrase Roger Ebert, a film reviewer, declared it her breakthrough. Jennifer Aniston has finally broken with her Friends image in an independent film of satiric fire and emotional agony, after languishing in a series of neglected films ranging from the enjoyable Office Space to the disposable Picture Perfect. It will be impossible to think of her in the same manner again. Aniston's most commercially successful film was the comedy Bruce Almighty, 2003, in which she played the girlfriend of a television field reporter, Jim Carrey, who was given the opportunity to be God for 1 week. The picture was the 5th highest-earning big-screen production of the year, generating $484 million worldwide. Aniston then acted in the romantic comedy Along Came Polly, 2004, starring Ben Stiller, as an old classmate of a tightly strung newlywed. The film debuted at #1 in North America, making $27.7 million in its opening weekend, and eventually grossed $172 million worldwide. 2005 to 2013, continued film success. In 2005, Aniston starred in the thriller Derailed as an intriguing lady having an affair with an advertising executive, and in the romantic comedy Rumor Has It as an obituary and wedding announcement writer. Both films were modest box office successes. Aniston played a single, cash-strapped lady working as a maid in the independent drama Friends with Money, 2006, which had a limited theatrical release. Her next film was the romantic comedy The Breakup, 2006, in which she co-starred with Vince Vaughn as one half of a couple that is having a difficult breakup because both refuse to leave their newly purchased home. It garnered mediocre reviews but made $39.17 million in its first weekend and $204 million worldwide. Keith Phipps of the AV Club wrote in his review, "It's like watching the We Were on a Break episode of Friends stretched to feature length, and without the wonderful comfort of commercial breaks or the promise of Seinfeld around the corner." The film received a good review from Cinema Blend, which stated, "In an era of predictable love movies that bear no connection to reality, The Breakup offers a refreshing counterpoint." As part of Glamour's Real Moments film series, Aniston directed the short film Room 10, which was set in a hospital emergency room and starred Robin Wright and Chris Christopherson. She stated that actress Gwyneth Paltrow, who also directed a short film that year, motivated her to direct. In 2007, Aniston appeared in an episode of Dirt as Courtney Cox's adversary, and in an episode of 30 Rock as a lady who chases Jack Donaghy. She was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series for the latter. In 2009, Aniston attended the premiere of He's Just Not That Into You. With $14.75 million in box office sales on Christmas Day, the 2008 comedic drama Marley and Me, starring Aniston and Owen Wilson as the namesake dog's owners, broke a record. It made a total of $51.7 million over the four-day weekend and remained at the top of the box office for 2 weeks. The entire global revenue was $242.7 million. Her next wide release, the romantic comedy He's Just Not That Into You, 2009, in which she co-starred with Ben Affleck, garnered $178.8 million worldwide and debuted at #1 in the United States box office. While the picture got mixed reviews, critics hailed Aniston, Affleck, Ginnifer Goodwin, and Jennifer Connelly as standouts. In the romantic comedy action film The Bounty Hunter, Aniston played the former wife of a bounty hunter, Gerard Butler, 2010. Critics lambasted the picture, stating in The Hollywood Reporter that the jumble finishes up as a profoundly stupid adult cartoon. Despite this, it was a box office triumph, grossing more than $130 million worldwide. Her next picture, the romantic comedy The Switch, 2010, received a tepid box office reception, in which she co-starred with Jason Bateman as a 30-something single woman who wishes to have a child using a sperm bank. The film's debut weekend grossed a dispiriting $8.4 million, according to The Hollywood Reporter. The film garnered largely mixed reviews, with Metacritic reporting that 13 out of 30 critics gave it a favorable rating. Aniston also appeared as a psychiatrist in the Season 2 premiere of ABC's sitcom Cougar Town in 2010. Her announcement that she will be appearing on Cougar Town sparked enthusiasm, and it was labeled her return to television. Her role is a charming little, and it emphasizes just how much Jennifer Aniston is made to be a TV star, the AV Club noted. In 2011, she co-starred with Adam Sandler in the romantic comedy Just Go With It as an office manager posing as the wife of a plastic surgeon, and she played a sexually aggressive dentist in Horrible Bosses. Both Just Go With It and Horrible Bosses grossed more than $100 million in North America and more than $200 million globally. Aniston co-starred in the 2012 comedy Wanderlust alongside Paul Rudd, with whom she earlier appeared in The Object of My Affection and Friends, as a married couple who join a commune after losing their money and realizing that modern life is not for them. Judd Apatow produced the script for Wanderlust, which was purchased by Universal Pictures. Wanderlust earned great reviews but was a box office flop, generating only $21 million worldwide against a $35 million production budget. Formalized paraphrase in We're the Millers, Aniston played a struggling dancer who decides to act as a wife in exchange for a heroin deal with Jason Sudeikis, 2013. Critics gave the film mixed reviews, but it was a financial success, generating $269 million against a budget of $37 million. 2014 present. Recent roles and return to television. In Life of Crime, 2014, a film adaptation of Elmore Leonard's 1978 novel The Switch, Aniston portrays a stoic socialite who becomes the target of an ill-conceived kidnapping operation. The film was released to positive reviews in a restricted number of theaters. The Guardian's Catherine Shord called her portrayal endearingly comedic, and IndieWire's Eric Cohn said, Aniston tops any of her previous performances with a vibrant act that harkens back to her neurotic days on Friends. She also returned for Horrible Bosses 2. 2014. Aniston played Claire Simmons, an austere lady who suffers from chronic pain, in Cake, 2014. The picture got mixed reviews, though Aniston's performance was praised and deemed Oscar-worthy by some critics. It's really on most people's radar for being a rare dramatic turn for Jennifer Aniston, and she doesn't disappoint, Gregory Elwood of Hit Fix said of her performance, which was dubbed heartbreakingly good by the Toronto International Film Festival. He went on to say, Aniston makes you feel Claire's anguish. She makes you believe that this character is at rock bottom and that only she can pull herself out of it. It's a complete performance from start to finish, and she deserves to be recognized for it. Aniston was nominated for several awards for her portrayal, including the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Drama, the SAG Award for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Leading Role, and the Critics' Choice Movie Award for Best Actress. Aniston at the Horrible Bosses launch in London in 2011. Aniston acted as a reluctant psychiatrist in the screwball comedy She's Funny That Way in 2015, which earned negative reviews and had a limited theatrical run, but her performance was noted once again. Grantland resident Wesley Morris dubbed her one of the great comedians of the film. The majority of her scenes in this film are unnecessary, but her vulgarity and tartness are so piercing that the film need them. It's not just Aniston who has the best stuff. She is the one who is having the most fun with her skill. She's hilarious in every way. According to Lou Lumenick of the New York Post, she was one of the film's few bright spots. Aniston appears as a recently divorced mother of 2 children in Gary Marshall's romantic comedy Mother's Day, 2016, alongside Julia Roberts and Kate Hudson. Critics lambasted the film, and it was only a moderate commercial success. In 2016, she co-starred with Andy Samberg and Kelsey Grammer as a workaholic and overprotective mother in the animated picture Storks, which received largely positive reviews and grossed more than $183.4 million against a $70 million budget. Her most recent 2016 film performance was as a frigidly chilly firm head honcho in the Comedy Office Christmas Party, directed by Will Speck and Josh Gordon and starring Jason Bateman and Kate McKinnon. It grossed a total of $114.5 million worldwide. Aniston plays the mother of a deceased soldier in Alexandra Moore's war film The Yellow Birds, opposite Alden Ehrenreich, Ty Sheridan, Jack Huston, and Toni Collette. While she admitted that she does not usually gravitate toward appearing in war pictures, she made an exception for the film since it was written so beautifully and in such a way she had never experienced. Formalized Paraphrase the film, which premiered at the 2017 Sundance Film Festival, was released on VOD in June 2018. Toni Collette and Jennifer Aniston as the soldiers' extremely different but equally concerned mothers, produce reliably genuine performances, stated the Los Angeles Times in its review. Aniston served as executive producer and actress in the musical comedy Dumplin', which premiered on Netflix in December 2018, her debut project for the streaming site. That same year, she began production on two other Netflix projects: Murder Mystery, a comedy reuniting her with Adam Sandler, which premiered on June 14, 2019, and First Ladies, a film about the first lesbian president of the United States, starring Tig Notaro as her wife. On November 1, 2019, Aniston made her television comeback, producing and acting opposite Reese Witherspoon in the Apple TV Plus drama The Morning Show. It's her first major television appearance since Friends ended in 2004. Aniston earned the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Female Actor in a Drama Series and was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, as well as 2 Golden Globe Awards for Best Actress, Television Series Drama and Best Television Series Drama as the series producer.